Hey, I'm TJ Schwenke, and on today's episode of Outdoor Quest TV, we are going to tackle the very controversial subject of predator hunting. I'm headed out to British Columbia, and I'm going to be hunting with Glenn Wallman at Vancouver Island Coastal Bear Adventures. Now, if you remember from last fall, I did a Roosevelt elk hunt with Glenn and killed an absolute stud of a bull on the first day. And I plan to stay on for the rest of the hunt to hunt black bears, but some torrential rains definitely put a damper on that. So Glenn graciously invited me back this spring to hunt bears with him. And he said there was a chance we may cross paths with a cougar too. Their cougar season goes right into June, so it's a pretty unique opportunity that they have there. Now, the island has an incredible population of black bears and one of the highest densities of cougars found anywhere in North America. And they do prey heavily on the island's blacktails and elk calves as well. So it's important to manage predators just like we manage ungulates. Unfortunately, science often takes a back seat when it comes to predator management. Now, add into that the use of hounds for hunting cougars, and the discussions about hunting ethics can get pretty heated. But the truth is, there is no better way to manage and hunt cougars than with the use of hounds. And what you see on TV is a poor representation of the amount of time and skill that goes into actually hunting with hounds. Now, predator hunting is definitely not for everyone, and we respect that. But hunters need to understand that predators need to be managed, and they need to acknowledge the critical role that hunters play in that. And speaking of predators, you'll rarely ever see us in the field without our Yukon Magnum bear spray on our hips. You know, even when we're carrying a rifle, if I run into a sow with cubs or a grizzly bear, I don't want to have to shoot them in self-defense. I would rather diffuse the situation with bear spray. And we spend a lot of time in the field without a rifle, and we rely solely on bear spray then, and it works. The biggest factor with bear spray is understanding its effective range. I like to do little short bursts like that. And that leaves some spray for you. And it's as simple as that. So I'm gonna go grab a tape measure and I'll show you exactly where our spray pattern is. So you can see the spray pattern starts about here. And that's exactly 16 feet. So the idea when you're spraying a bear is not to coat them with the capsaicin. What you want to do is get that capsaicin atomized and get him to breathe it in. That's what's going to stop him, is when he gets in his lungs. It makes it really uncomfortable. So this is about as close as you'd want a bear. It's about as close as you'd want a bear anyways, but so about 16 feet is the start of my spray pattern. And we keep going out, so there's 25. And that's kind of about the middle of my spray pattern. And the end of my spray pattern is so about 39 feet. So that's my effective spray pattern from 16 to 39 feet. So if you ever find yourself in a position with a bear, you don't want to discharge your can too early, but you don't want to discharge it too late either. So hopefully that gives you an idea of where you want a bear to be when you spray it. Unfortunately, Vanessa couldn't accompany me on this hunt as it just kind of came up at the last minute. So I'm going to do my best to self-film with the help of my guide, Corey. Well, we made it out to the island, got settled in, and hunting with Corey Fletcher here. And what's the plan today, Corey?
We're going to head up in the mountains. A bit of rain this morning, but should clear up. Should be a good day.
You're saying that the forecast actually looks a lot better where we're headed?
Yeah, it does. We're gonna head south, and it looks better down there. Our where we're staying there in camp looked pretty wet today, but hopefully we'll find some clearer skies and find some bears.
For us, the hunt is about the journey.
That journey has taken us around the globe.
And we are just getting started.
The journey continues on season 23 of Outdoor Quest TV.
Outdoor Quest TV is brought to you by Hornady, accurate, deadly, dependable. Sacco and Tika Firearms, demand perfection. Zeiss, we make it visible. Loa Boots, simply more. Silver Willow Taxidermy, see the difference. Closed captioning provided by Deluxe Wall Tents, made in Canada for Canadian conditions. So kind of one of the unique things here on Vancouver Island is the cougar season actually goes until June 15th, which most areas, I mean, it's done by February or March, but it goes really late here. So it's a hunt you can actually combine with bears. And so Corey and I were out looking for bears this morning. Glenn and Darren headed out and they were just kind of looking for some cougar sign, and it sounds like they may have found some. So we're gonna go over there and see what it looks like, I guess, and maybe let the dogs go and see what happens. But I wasn't quite expecting to be hunting cougar in June, so yeah, pretty cool. Just another one of the great opportunities here on the island, though. I think a lot of people don't really think of Vancouver Island as the super hunting destination, and most people only know it for the bears, but definitely lots of cougars here. And as you saw, I was here for Roosevelt elk hunt last fall, and every time we drive around, we're seeing a lot of blacktails too, and the guys are pretty serious about their blacktail hunting out here. So there is a lot of opportunity here on the island, but I guess we'll go check and see what Glenn and Darren found. So Glenn, what's going on here?
Well, we were running the dogs up the road, and we started getting some tail wagging and some interest, and I'm pretty sure that there's a cat that has walked this road here. We quickly jumped out and grabbed the dogs, and you could see they want to go.
Yeah.
You know, they don't want to be held up. So.
Yeah, we got over here as quick as we could, and but this is pretty unique though. You just kind of let the dogs run ahead of the truck, and if they find a scent.
Yeah, we cover a bunch of road, and the dogs. You know, we cover roads where we know the cats generally cross, and it just so happens in this area they crossed in a certain spot, and sure enough, they started showing some interest, and then off we go. This is how we do things. So
you don't know what kind of cat we're going to be chasing, just that it's a cat, right?
Yeah, that's the thing with hunting in when you don't have snow.
Yeah. And
you're dry grounding or hunting in dirt. Yeah, it's just. That's the hunting. No,
it's pretty cool. So I'm pretty excited to be doing this. Like, I mean, I'm here on a bear hunt, but you were like, get a cougar tag. Our season goes till June 15th, and you're out running your dogs anyways. So you said if we happen to get something, we'll.
Oh, and well, 3 or 4 days ago, we treated a female. We went to a different area a couple of days later, and we put up a small little kitten.
Oh wow!
And we didn't stay long at that tree, and now, you know, hopefully we put up a big tom, but
cool.
We'll have to find out.
Well, let's go see if those dogs can pick the trail up.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So how old would this track be, do you think, Glenn?
I think last night.
Yeah.
Generally they're, 10 to 12 hours old.
So it may take them a little bit to work it out?
Yeah, the cat doesn't usually go up a tree right away.
Yeah, exactly.
The dogs, they'll cold trail for anywhere for, 20 minutes to, 4 or 5 hours. It depends on
Well, that's the thing. If it was last night, you don't know how far that cat moved during the night.
Exactly.
So now that they've taken the trail, Glenn, it's just a kind of matter of, it could be 20 minutes, it could be several hours.
Yeah, we just kind of follow the dogs in the truck. At some point we may have to do some hiking. But I got my GPS, so the dog, that's pretty accurate. That'll bring us fairly close to the dogs, and we'll follow them, and just this process could take 20 minutes or it could take 3-4 hours, 5 hours. So
you've got a pretty good maze of roads through here, though, so you can typically follow them well.
Yeah, they're headed up that one drainage, so we'll head up top and and try to cut them off and
Yeah.
and try to get close to them.
Like I know in some areas it's pretty easy to follow dogs on foot, but you wouldn't last 10 minutes trying to do it here, would you?
Not. You know, when I was younger, you know, that's what we would do. You kind of jump in the bush and just start going. I got a little bit smarter. And, you know, if you can drive some distance with the pickup truck and get a bit closer, it's
Absolutely.
a lot better.
Yeah, it's good better for the dogs too.
I think so.
You'd be 10 hours catching up to
Oh
them.
man, they'd be sitting there treeing for hours and hours for me. So this way we'll get to the, you know, they'll be treeing and, you know, we're there within a half an hour.
Cool.
You know, 2 hours max, depending on how far they go up.
Awesome.
So,
Well,
and how steep the country is. You can see it's pretty steep around
yeah,
here.
exactly.
So, yeah.
Let's get in the road and
Okay.
see what's going on.
Oh, good.
Cool.
Okay.
Outdoor Quest TV is brought to you by Defense Aerosols, bear spray for when your life depends on it. Safari Club International Canada, first for hunters. Alberta Outdoorsman Magazine. Midland Radio's communication for every adventure. Well, it sounds like we're getting close, Corey.
Yeah. There's a few big trees in here. I bet you he's up one of them.
Probably. Well, Glenn, you got some pretty awesome dogs here. I mean, I've been on some dry tracking before, but this is rugged stuff here. Like,
It is, yeah.
these dogs are amazing.
They are amazing. They took this track about 4 hours, a little over 4 hours ago. They probably went 12 or 15 kilometers, and they struggled for most of it. And, you know, we got a nice tom up at the tree.
Yeah, looks like a good tom.
It looks like a decent cat to me.
Yeah, so pretty unique here though, hunting cougars in June.
Oh, I know. That's kind of what I'm trying to push with this. I got some really good dogs that we hunt in the dirt, and I figure I could bring in some bear clients and, you know, throw the odd cat hunt in with it.
Yeah.
Kind of a trophy fee type thing, and that's what we're doing here, because, you know, typically I'm putting up a cougar, you know, one cat a week. You know, whether it's a good one, we want to target toms, and if we get a nice tom, it'd be nice to have a client to be able to take that cat.
Well, that's the thing, like with this dry ground stuff, you have no idea what you're letting go on, do you?
No, you see a bunch of tails wagging, a few, you know, trail barks, and then it's like I told you, it's nice that we come to the tree and there isn't a squirrel up the tree. It's a nice cat, so yeah, no, it's a lot of fun.
But you've got these dogs really well trained not to trash off on elk or bear or anything like that.
Exactly, yeah, I'm running them like a couple of days ago. I ran them through 3 bears. We jumped 3 bears on the road, and those dogs don't chase bear, they don't chase elk, deer. I spend a ton of time with them, so, you know, I believe that any cat hunter, you know, could do what we're doing if they have the time like I do.
Yeah.
I think that's what it boils down to. Is,
I don't know if it's that easy. I think he's got a special way with dogs, so it's amazing.
I don't know, but I'm pretty proud of these dogs.
I know you are, and you should be.
Yeah, so awesome.
My 300 Win Mag out for bears. I think it might be a little much, so thankfully Corey had the Sacco here in 308 in the truck, so it'll be just perfect for it. So it's not too far up that tree, so get loaded up here and get ready. ready? There you go. There's that little moment of panic there. I thought I hit him a little too well. He just went stiff in the tree, and Glenn said he wasn't going to climb up there, so. But looks like a beautiful tom. We'll go check him out. This segment is brought to you by Stony Creek Hunting Gear. It's in the blood. Well, Glenn, when I booked this hunt, I didn't expect I'd be hunting cats on it, but you said there was this opportunity, so we picked up a permit for it, and yeah, it worked out really good.
Yes.
You came out early this morning and just decided you'd kind of come around and look for some signs, see if you could pick one up, and then Corey and I were hunting bears at the same time, and you said, you know, if you found something, you'd call us and we'd let the dogs go, and dogs went a long ways, didn't they?
They did go a long ways, yeah. I would have to say, you know, I would say probably 10 or 12 kilometers.
Oh, wow.
They went, yeah.
So the scent they got probably would have been from yesterday then?
I would think it was last night's.
Yeah.
And the dogs just, tails started wagging, and shortly after they started trail barking, and they were moving quite slow at first and started gaining some momentum, you know, about an hour into the chase, and it took about 4 hours before they actually put it up the tree.
Wow.
So it was a long day for the dogs.
Yeah. So you're lucky. I mean, there's a pretty good maze of roads here that you can get around on quickly. And
Yes.
just trying to go through some of these slashes and some of this timber on foot, it'd be a nightmare, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be doing this, you know, 40, 50 years ago chasing these guys around. But with the technology and stuff that we have now, and like you said, all the roads, we were able to drive within, you know, I would say 200-300 yards of this cat.
Yeah.
Which is pretty good.
We got really lucky on that. That's for sure. So you do a lot of winter cat hunting, and you're just starting to promote now the spring cat hunting, aren't you?
Yeah, I'd like to, you know, every group we bring out roughly around 4 black bear hunters per week. And I would like to see one of them at least get a cat tag so I can run my dogs and you know, put up a cat during that week. Typically I'm treeing 1 a week, and if we put up a nice tom, well then there's a chance, you know, for somebody to take a nice cat home. So yeah, it's something I really want to push, and the dogs that I have are doing really well. I think we can do, you know, we could put up a lot of cats for people. So.
Well, as a houndsman, you're looking for any excuse to run your dogs.
Oh,
isn't it?
Our season goes right into mid-June, so why not take advantage of it?
Oh, yeah, amazing. I mean, I've hunted cats in the winter, but this is the first time I've ever seen anything like this. It's something truly unique to this area. And you say, come on a bear hunt and, you know, have a chance at a cougar. It's truly amazing. But I want to thank you, Glenn, just for giving me this opportunity. I mean, I know I was here last fall. We actually have some long history, though. I think I hunted bears with you. You were working for an outfitter as a young guide about 25 years ago.
Yeah, it was quite a while ago.
It was, and then so running Vancouver Island Coastal Bear Adventures now, and you know, I hunted elk with you last fall. We had a great hunt, and wanted to come back and do bears this spring, and got in on a cougar too. So
yeah.
Now, if Corey and I can find a bear, I may have to come back some fall and shoot a blacktail, and I've got all 4 from the island.
I think you're going to go home with a good black bear as well.
I have no doubt. We passed up a good bear last night, but yeah, thanks so much, Glenn.
I betcha.
So it's been fun so far, and I mean,
thank you.
It's only morning day 2.
Yeah, lots of fun.
We'll have All of Glenn's contact information at the end of the show, as always. And if you want to come do one of the most unique hunts I've ever been on, this is the place to do it. We're just skinning out this cat on the mountain here, and so we have to take all the meat out too, right, Corey?
That's right, yeah. All the meat.
By BC law, but I've eaten cougar quite a few times, and you were saying you did, and it's quite good.
Yeah, we eat the cougar meat. It's not bad. It's a very lean, mild meat.
Yeah, I know for us, a lot of times we'll even make, stir fries and things like that out of it. So you'll get the back straps out just like you would on any other animal, but you can make great sausage out of it. So I think for a lot of people think that, cougar get wasted, but once you've tried them, if you go to any fish and game banquet or anything like that, it's usually the first thing that's gone off the table. So once people try it, they really like it. Yeah, to me, it's a lot like pork. I mean, if you look at it, it's, a very light colored meat. And
I'd compare it to almost a pork tenderloin type meat.
Just for, I think a lot of people, it's just the mental part of getting over what they're eating.
Yeah, that's right.
For more information on hunting on Vancouver Island with Glenn Wallman, check out his website at vancouverislandbearhunt.com. Outdoor Quest TV is also brought to you by these fine sponsors.